3-0 in the preseason. Put some respect on our name, Friday Night Knicks. Hey, I'll cheers to that, baby. CP the NY Fanatic in the building. My man Jay Ellis on the Nick of Time show. Hey, man. Jay Ellis, talk to me, bro. What did you see out there, man? What's going on?
Man, I got so many little tidbits and topics to talk about, man. I don't even know where to go first, but I'll start with the defense, right? Coach Fizz came in here and said he's going to change the culture of the game, and it seems like from the first preseason game until now, the defense has gotten better each game. You see the results of all of the running that's been happening in the off season. The fitness test has definitely helped this team, man, because I got tired watching those guys run up and down the floor. Like, I could barely run to the refrigerator and back. Those guys were going hard. They were a really fun game to watch today because they were just going. It was a track meet. So I like that we competed on the defensive end despite our offensive deficiencies. Sometimes I like that we didn't get tired. And I like that Fizz just really seemed to change the culture altogether from bringing in Ewing to Walt Frazier to the defense.
Yep.
He's changing it all. That's the first big thing.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I agree with you, man. First and foremost, the team defense is much improved. But you gotta attribute that to one of the leaders and last year's captain of the team, a guy that a lot of people, shat on, for a good part. Me too. I was anti-Lance Thomas. I was ready to get him up out of here. A lot of people were. But we got to give credit where credit is due. Lance Thomas, this is only preseason, but Lance Thomas has been the best player on this team this preseason. Canner's been great too. But I'm talking about on both ends of the floor. Lance Thomas, hands down, has been the best two-way player on this team. And I just finished watching the post-game of Fizdale, and Fizdale was raving about Lance Thomas on his leadership. So you got your starting point guard for opening night. Yeah,
man, powerful. Yeah, Lance has definitely been good. His one-on-one defense in particular has been good, man. He seems to find a way to strip the ball, how to rotate into the right spot, and he complements Cantor's very well. I love what he did for us. And also, it seemed like he's been working on a spin move in the offseason, because that's the second time I've seen Lance Thomas drive and then spin the opposite direction when somebody cuts him off. And it worked out beautifully. He had like a nice little offensive highlight today. He's trying to mix it up.
Yo, Lance was good. Cannon was his usual double self.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the box score real quick. The box score. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Happy Friday, everybody. Shout out to the usuals in the chat. Ace Bez, Famous, Andrew Brown, Jahi Daniels, Yaron in here. Payback Carter, what up to Payback? The phone lines are open. Call us up. Get your points in. Get your points in.
Jay Will, too.
Yep.
Katsuku Bakugu, formerly known as Shikamaru, was good.
All the way from Japan.
Yeah, all the way. And my guy Carlito was good, man.
Facts. Let's look at the box score, man. Lance, 13-4 plus 10 tonight. 6 of 10 from the field. The Kevin Knox started off a little bit slow tonight, but you know what? He's a rookie. It is what it is. Shell's heavy. What's good? Go ahead.
Now, what I'll say about Kevin though is I still like him. It's like you can still see it. Even when he misses, it always looks like it's about to go in. It's like it seems like it's online and goes running in and out together. I think he's gonna be fine. And even the defense, Fizz is gonna turn that kid into a defensive player, man. The defense is on point. I like the way he kind of got it over the screens with gusto.
Yeah,
he tried to pin the ball on the glass one time. Even though they called it the foul, even though
he ripped AD. Definitely ripped AD.
Yeah, he ripped AD. He was going at AD too, tried to bang it once he got past him. Even though he had a rough shooting night, you can still see. And he finished with, I think, 10 rebounds.
Yeah, he came on in the second half, finished with a double-double. Once again, a quiet double-double. 12, 10, plus 8 on the night, 2 steals. 6 of 19 from the field. So, started off slow, but he came on strong. Ennis Cantor, 20 points, 15. Listen, Cantor is
5
going to
assists.
be 5 dimes. Cantor's going to be the MVP of this team. And when I say MVP, yes, we may not win as many games as we like, but he is going to be the most valuable asset to this team. If he goes down, you might as well start up the tank because this team is going to lose a ton of games, man. Cantor's going to be...
What do you mean? We got Von Lay here.
Von Lay is playing bully ball out there, boy. Von Lay is playing bully ball out there, man.
That guy's a bruiser.
Yo, Von Lay's a bruiser, man. Von Lay's a bruiser. Yo, apologies to everybody watching on my feed. My camera's coming in staticky a little bit, but we're doing the best we can. The audio seems like it's coming through well. The phone lines are open, 657-383-1509. Definitely call us up and let us know what you thought about the game. Just go through the box score again. Tonight's main story, though, Jay Ellis, was Emmanuel Mudiay.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Mudiay was officially put on notice ever since Alonzo Trier has stepped onto the scene. Me, you, and the guys from Posting and Toasting had an interesting debate Wednesday night in terms of, if they choose to sign Alonzo Trier to a full-time deal, who's going to be the odd man out? And, we covered from Instagram to Twitter to YouTube. Mudiay has been an overwhelming favorite by everybody to be released. And I think the organization is seeing it. And that's why they put him in the starting lineup tonight. Tell me what you thought about Mudiay tonight.
Well, I'll say, first of all, I'll just talk about Fizz and then lead into Mudiay, because this is why Fizz is a player's coach, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't beat his players down. He gives them confidence, and Mudiay should be glad that none of the fans are a coach, because he would have been out of there a long time. He might have been gone preseason game 2 or 1.5.
Yeah.
But kudos to coach trying to get whatever he can out of Mudiay. If he had a good camp, he obviously sees something there, so he's gonna try to get out of him. I'm praying that something works, but I have my doubts. But overall, his game today, like he said, he did pretty well getting to the bucket. To me, he still has a little bit of balance issues.
Yeah.
When he goes to the bucket, he almost seems like he's gonna fall almost every time. But today, people were kind of laying off of him, and he was able to kind of dish it to the open man once he got to the bucket for nice little drop off passes. So it didn't really hurt him as much today. He was able to actually get some assist off of his drives, but he still needs to shoot a little better.
Yeah, shots gotta be a bit better. Finished with 2 points, 6 assists, plus 8 on the night. Still finishing in the positive territory. Only 2 turnovers, so it wasn't that crazy. But 1 for 7 from field goal range. You hope that he improves on that a little bit.
Yeah, his defense was pretty good too. I mean, he had some lapses, but short lapses.
Yeah.
On defense where I was like, pay attention on those picks. But overall, the defensive intensity was a lot better. He seemed like he was disruptive, going to the passing lanes and things like that nature. The whole team in general was. So, I mean, it's not – it's a step. It's a small step. It's a step.
Small step, man. You know what the interesting thing is, though? The interesting thing to me is that each point guard has skills – but they have glaring deficiencies. You know what I mean? Like, Mudiay is the best at getting into the paint. He's the worst finisher. The best finisher is Trey. You know what I mean? But he's the worst defender. The best defender is Frank. But he's the worst facilitator. It's so hard to really figure out what direction we're going to go with these point guards. And that's why I kind of think, even though we touched on the Trier point last night about who could be the odd man out, it could also be that the organization says, we still have this dude under control, whether it's a two-way or full-time. We could still keep him on the two-way and still try to develop Mudiay, develop Frank, develop Trey over the course of the year. And then when the season is over, you let the chips fall where they may. What you think about that?
I mean, definitely having Trier on the two-way puts the organization under less pressure. I still kind of feel like they're going to try to bring him up, though. just by the way that Fizz is kind of playing him, and then at least try to make him move somewhere else with a Noah or a Lee, or even what opposing and toasting guys suggested with cutting Luke Cornett and bringing him back on, since Luke Cornett isn't really getting that many minutes either. So I mean, to me, the way the minutes are going, even playing after Dotson, who's been playing well all preseason as well, and he's still not getting minutes, like I feel like they might try to bring Trier up. That's my personal.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. Mills has his work cut out for him, man. Between the Noah situation, the point guard situation, you know, Mills and Perry got their work cut out for him, man. But what do you guys think in the chat, man? What did you guys think about Moutier tonight? Did it sway your opinion? Do we still need to make a roster move to bring Trier up on a full-time basis? What you guys think? Leave a comment in the chat below. What else was a good story tonight? Noah Vonleh, like we touched on. Oh, let's touch on Vonleh. A quick double-double in 13 minutes, 10 points, 11 rebounds. Yo, this kid is a bruiser, man. You know, he's part of the reclamation projects that we're trying to bring in here. Give me your thoughts on Noah Vonleh.
I like him, man. We need him. And I like him because of he's big, he's energetic, and he's mobile, and he can shoot threes. So you can plug him in different situations. He seems like he could be quick enough to be, to kind of handle pick and roll situations pretty well. Sometimes he has little control issues. I didn't see any of those today. But, know his strengths and weaknesses. Don't have him try to create too much, but have him do all the little dirty work and handle all these big guys, you know what I'm saying? That when Cantor is out, he can help push around some of these big guys. And I think we'll be fine, man. Even with Mitch out, we still have somebody else who kind of bring that energy for us, man. I really love this signing. I hope.
Indeed. But like my man Knicks Film School said, and I was talking to Steve Popper, who's the Knicks beat writer for New York Newsday, and he was saying, somebody was asking him what's taking so long for them to cut Joakim Noah, and he was like, well, there's no rush. And I'm like, what you mean there's no rush? We still need to get the roster down to 15. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We need Noah Vonleh on this team. Like, we need that depth on this team. So there is a rush. They need to get Joakim Noah's deal completed before the 17th, before the start of the regular season. Right now we have 16 contracts. I think Vonleh's is partially guaranteed. So in order to accommodate him, we need to get rid of somebody. And the most likely candidate right now is Joakim Noah through the buyout. So there is a sense of urgency to get Noah out of here.
I kind of feel like they're gonna kind of do what they did with the Carmelo situation or any other situation with like the coaching situation. I kind of feel like they're going to wait to the last possible second. Yeah. And explore all options. East, west, north, south, look over Indy Rock every turn. I remember when we was looking for coaches, we interviewed, I don't know how many coaches, man. We interviewed like 27 million coaches. And coaches that we didn't even know. We was like, really him? He's like, Jerry Stackhouse? He's a candidate too? He was like, okay. It had me doing mad research for the podcast. And I kind of feel like they're doing that with Joakim Noah. They're trying to figure out every single detail. How much money you want to give out? Can we trade him? So we'll see what happens. Whatever they do, I trust them that they're gonna do the due diligence and try to make that right move.
Let's go to the phones. 917. What's good?
Hey, Larry the athlete here.
Larry the athlete.
First of all, Lance, that's right.
What's up?
Yeah, I could solve all our point guard problems. I'm good at all of it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Lance was awesome tonight, first of all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. well, we'll see. But I'm calling because I'm worried about our logjam at guard. I want to see Frank get as much minutes as possible, and he's already sharing duties, and this is before Courtney Lee is even back. So I'm hoping we could trade Courtney, and I think Moutier's got to go.
Okay. I mean, got to respond to that, JLs.
I can't really fight with that, man. I don't. If Moutier goes, Moutier goes. If he dies, he dies.
Nah, not literally. Not literally
die. This is not. I don't want anyone to die. That's just a metaphor from But I'm
Well,
just
I
saying.
know some people if you really want that.
No.
Larry said he knows a guy who knows a guy.
Nah, we live, bro. You ain't getting me
Oh,
caught up
sure.
in
Oh man, okay.
that.
Yo,
Yeah, if he gets cut, he gets cut, man. I wouldn't cry over it. It's just me more minutes for Frank and Burke and my guy died. I'm not even sure. I'm not even that confident Moutier is going to turn out right anyway. Well, if he can turn out into something, Fizz will find it and unlock it. But I don't know, man. I don't know.
Indeed. Larry, thanks for the call, man. Definitely call back again. Larry the athlete, man. We need Larry up in here, man.
Are you athletic?
I don't know, man. We lost that call. 646, what's going on?
What's good? Max from the Bronx. What's going on?
Max, what up, Max? How's everything, man?
I'm chilling. All right, so a couple of notes from today.
Yeah.
Moutier's done. Let's not talk about it.
Max said stick a fork in him.
He's like,
You don't like his 6 assists? You
stick
like
a
that?
fork in him.
Okay.
He's done. Like, literally, I can't watch him play anymore. Honestly, swear to God, I can't watch him play anymore.
It's tough to watch,
like,
man.
He just does dumb. He just does dumb stuff. He's like a low IQ player, man. It's like the complete like if he was average intelligence, maybe he'd be a lot better. But he did something where he started posting up the guard, completely stopped ball movement, and of course turned the ball over. You know what I'm saying? Another note. Frank needs to get all of Moutier's minutes because you can't give all that garbage, all those minutes, and we have to watch this. But then Frank's playing unbelievable defense. I know people in the chat don't care about defense, but this guy was playing defense. He was playing real good defense today.
No, he was.
You know what I'm saying?
He really was.
Noel Vollen, he looked good, but I don't know, man. It's like if you had to pick between him and Mitch, who you pick? I would pick the person who's younger, to be honest.
Yeah, of course.
Definitely.
So,
but Mitch is so raw, man. I think I want to keep both. You know what I mean? But now I'm reading a tweet. I'm reading a tweet from Stephen Bondi from Fizdale that says the Knicks are willing to cut a guaranteed contract to get down to 15 on the roster. So
see you later, Moutier.
Later, Moutier. That's what that might mean.
Wow.
But yo, fellas, I got to talk to you about this main point, bro. I'm off the Hardaway train, man. I know he was good.
Max, he had 21 points tonight, Max.
I'm
what you
off
want?
the train, bro.
You off?
I know, but he also shot 6 from 18. He got hot, and he's like, okay, cool. Let me shoot every shot every time. You notice they need Frank in the starting lineup. You know why? Because he's the most unselfish player on the team, and he will get Knox some shots. You cannot have Trey Burke starting and Hardaway with Knox. Knox will never shoot the ball, bro. I mean, they'll never shoot it.
That is a fair point.
That is a fact.
That is a fair point.
Yo,
Timmy had an efficient
Hardaway
first half, though, man. First half, he was pretty efficient, and then
and then he started chucking. And he started chucking. And
then
doing
he started doing the
usual
shimmy,
shit,
and
man.
it all went out the window, man.
Yeah.
Yo, the guy shot 6 from 18. I'm like, come on, bro, just pass the ball. It was cut to the basket. You don't have to shoot a jumper. This guy, that's why I don't like when he gets hot, because he gets overconfident. He's like JR or some shit. He starts doing dumb shit out of nowhere.
JR hits
you know what I'm saying?
Overconfident.
No, I feel you. I really do see JR and Timmy, every game that he's been back here. You know what I mean? It's a good JR to bad JR. It's a good Timmy to bad Timmy. I don't think it's ever really gonna be, one consistent Tim Hardaway Jr. that you can expect night in, night out. I think this is what it is.
I kind of feel like this is one of the situations where Fizz is actually bad for a player. I feel like Fizz might be the wrong coach for Tim Hardaway Jr. specifically, and better for everybody else on the roster. Because Fizz is not going to rein you in.
Child. He knew when he was a child.
Yeah, he's not going to rein. He doesn't rein players in for shooting too much.
But he knew him as like a child. He knew him for a long time, so he probably feels some sort of way, because most people be like, "Yo, you shot 6 from 18. You don't pass the ball."
Yeah.
Maybe you're destined to be a 6. You can't do that. You cannot have him and Burke together. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. Or you can't have Moody and nobody together. It's not going to work. You just can't do it. So, I don't know, man. What do you guys think about Hardaway, man?
Yo, man. It's
I'm
tough.
worried.
It's tough. I mean, I'm not to say I'm worried. You're going to need his offense still. You're still going to need his offense. You hope that Fizdale can get to him like Budenholzer gets to him. You know, everybody's been saying that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was his best year of his short career so far. It was in Atlanta when they shipped him to the D-League and brought him back up. And he had a good season for them, and they made it to the playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals. They just got it. Like I said, in the first half, when he was getting open looks, when he was setting his feet, taking good shots, getting to the hole, you saw the good Timmy. You know what I'm saying? But then it became like kind of a tale of two halves, like you alluded to.
I will say that he did have like a good all around game. He did have like 5 rebounds and 5 assists. So I mean, there were certain things he did well. Like this is actually as bad as he shot. This is his best preseason game he's had so far.
Yeah, it was a good stat sheet night for him.
I'm hoping like the shooting still kind of gets under control as the season gets farther. I mean, once we get into the season, I hope that gets railed in a lot. Pray to the basketball guards.
You know what I feel? You know what we should do when we're talking about Knicks? We should think, what would other smart coaches do with Tim Hardaway or Emmanuel Mudiay?
What would Greg Popovich do? That's it. Took the words right out of my mouth.
The stuff he did.
Took the words right out of my mouth, man. What would Greg Popovich do?
What would GP do? Man.
That's all you got to think about. Anytime you think about these players, when the people in the chat start talking about Trey Burke like he's Allen Iverson, think what Greg Popovich would do.
Yeah. Greg Popovich would sit his ass down. That's a fact.
He would sit him down. Stop with this,
That's a fact.
That's all I got to say. But good job, fellas.
Yo, salute, Max. Have a good weekend, bro. Thanks for the call as usual, man.
All right,
All right, let's get to the next one. Speaking of Tim Hardaway Jr., what's good, my dude?
Yo, what's good?
What's good, man? It is the one and only Carlito, a.k.a. the president of the Tim Hardaway Jr. haters. The Tim Hardaway Jr. haters fan club.
I'm gonna leave him alone, cause I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna just leave him alone. You know what? I'm gonna challenge myself not to even talk about this man, cause he's not gonna even be a part of the future. I'm not even worried about it. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna be a part of it. You know?
Yo, Carlito's the illest.
He's not.
Well, bro, that was a Steve Mills pick, bro.
Yeah, I know. That was freaking retarded. I mean, like, what the fuck? I mean,
look, he lasted all but 10 seconds. You know that, right?
Yeah, he said I'm gonna leave him alone, and then he was like, that was the worst signing ever.
Oh man, good job,
bro. But I mean, y'all want me to respond to that, man?
He baited you.
Like, yo, let me ask you a question. Before, when we signed Tim Hardaway Jr., we had Carmelo, right?
Yes.
Because he was like Carmelo's like big brother.
Now imagine we could have traded Carmelo for what was Donovan Mitchell's pick, the 13th pick or 14th?
Yeah, Mitchell was 13. Yeah.
13.
We could have had trade. Do you think that we could have traded Melo, and who else was on the team at that point? We had Melo. We had some other pieces. Think we could have traded Melo and something for that 13th pick?
No.
Or nah?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Melo wasn't worth
the best he was getting from Melo was that package that we got with Canner and McBuckets.
A Melo and Noah. A Melo, Noah, and another pick. Like a second round pick.
Nah, not happening.
Nah, you would never.
You don't think so?
Hell no.
Nope.
Hell no. We
honest,
just
like,
got Mitch. We got Mitch from Melo. That was a second round pick.
Yeah, man, they was not trying.
He wasn't getting lottery picks from Melo.
That is true.
They was not trying to give us a first round. Not trying to happen.
Hell no.
Well, I say that because I mean now that we're not gonna get Kyrie, and I'm pretty sure Durant probably isn't gonna come to the Knicks. I think the Knicks should focus on building, and the next person they really should try to go after. I know this is a stretch.
You want Anthony Davis,
but it makes a lot of sense. Is Donovan Mitchell?
What?
That's the next guy the Knicks need to go after. Wow. Donovan Mitchell.
I'll take it a day.
Listen, I mean, First of all, he just got into the league, man. Boy, listen, his pops works for the Mets.
That's why I said right now we don't got to worry about it. Right now.
Yeah, that's a long ways away, man.
But that should be that should realistically be our next target. Why I say that is because obviously we're probably gonna keep Frank. And Donovan Mitchell and Frank already, like, they call each other best friends. I mean, I don't know how true that is. And Donovan Mitchell's from New York. He's not staying in fucking Utah. I don't see
Listen,
that.
man. Money talks,
I don't
man.
see him staying in Utah.
The Knicks ain't getting
money
Donovan
talks,
Mitchell, bro.
Yeah, man.
Think about it. New York got the money, man. New York is always known for paying. You're going to get paid in New York.
Man.
Everybody knows that.
Yo, Carlito, man.
Exactly.
You got cat space.
You lost your momentum after the Timmy talk, man. We gotta go, man. We gotta roll to the next caller, my dude.
Wait.
All right. One more. I'm giving you one more chance to redeem
up.
yourself, man. That Mitchell one wasn't it, man. That wasn't it, man. Go ahead.
No hot takes?
No, I'm just going to say that I think the Knicks are blackballed because I don't know why Courtney Lee hasn't been traded. We got too many damn guards.
Bro, Courtney Lee hasn't been traded.
I seriously think
Courtney Lee hasn't been traded because he got 2 years left on his deal, man. No team is just ready to take that on. He's an older dude.
But I don't get why would a team not want Courtney Lee right now? Like,
why would they?
You know, he offers a lot.
I think we overstating it.
Can't get anything.
I think we overstating it. He could offer it with a team that's desperate, you know, with a team that's desperate for some help. JLs, what you think about that? Why hasn't Courtney Lee? Courtney Lee's been dealing with a back injury. Why hasn't Courtney Lee been dealt yet?
To be honest with you, I thought he might have been traded over the summer. I thought he had decent enough value to be traded in the summer. I thought he was going to be gone.
That's what I'm saying. I really thought he was going to be traded at the deadline last year, to be honest.
I thought Courtney Lee was going to be traded like 3 years ago, man. He's Mr. Untouchable. I mean, look, the bottom line is the contract is steep. It's still 2 years left on the deal. You could get a younger guy that could put up the same amount of production that he is. So in my opinion, unless there's a team that has an injury need that is in a contending position that they could use a veteran presence, it's going to be tough to trade him. Because you're not just trying to trade them, you're trying to trade them to take back guys with expiring deals, and that's gonna be the hardest part.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the
hardest part. I thought he was going to OKC.
That is true. Now that you said that,
facts. All right, man. Yo, next time, call.
Wait, does Danny Green have an expiring deal?
We gonna look that up. Man. But yo, I gotta move to the next call, man, because we got a lot of people in the pipeline now. I'm gonna look that up though while I go to the next call.
Danny Green.
All right.
Let's go to 917. Yo.
Yo, what's the deal, fellas?
What up, man?
This is Rich from the Bronx.
Rich, what up, Rich?
What up?
What's going on? First of all, Utah is not letting.
Yo,
you look.
think we lost Rich, man. Rich was so tight at Carlito.
I'm a long-time Knicks fan and everything.
ATL, as long as you're not a Hawks fan, man. What's good, my dude?
You're gonna beat you on the season.
Oh, hell no, man. My man, you got my skin open, man. They bleed orange and blue, man. You can't do that.
Nah, ATL is Knicks country, man. I used to live in ATL. ATL is definitely Knicks country for sure.
Took over.
Yo. So check this out.
Yeah.
Some things I want to get off the chest, right? Frank is definitely going to be starting. That's number one. So everybody just relax. Like, today was like Moutier's like final appearance. Like, look, if you can't do it today, then you ain't going to get it done. So we ain't got to worry about it.
They put him on notice, man.
Now, that's right. Now, the Knicks front office, they could prove something to me if they cut somebody like Moutier and give Trier the contract. Because at first, I was like, I wasn't big on Trier at first. You know what I'm saying? But he's been kind of growing on me. You know what I'm saying? So
Trier seemed like he's top 3 talents on the team. Not even guards. Trier seemed like he's one of the best players on the team, period.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yo, and get this. I'm going to say something right now today that I don't think people are thinking about, so I'm going to just put it on there, right? I don't think the Knicks are actively trying to, like, get all these big free agents. Like, yeah, it would be good to get a Durant. It would have been good to get a Kyrie, but he's up in Boston playing puppeteer up in Boston, right? But the Knicks are probably looking at their roster. They're looking at Mitchell. They're looking at Trier. They're looking at Frank. They're looking at Knox, like OKC back in the day. Like, wait a minute, we got a Durant, we got a Westbrook, and we got a Harden on our team, and all we got to do is develop those guys. So I think like if they give them a couple of years, you'll probably see that. Because remember, at one point, OKC had all three of those guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so rather than bring somebody in and like, yo, we need a superstar, they probably looking at it like, well, we got our superstar, we got Porzingis. All we need to do is get the rest of these guys, these new guys that have all this potential on board versus trying to bring somebody in like a Durant. Because if Durant comes in and Durant is like, I think he's going to be 30 next year. If he comes in and let's say he get injured and we give him all this money, it's going to be Carmelo all over again.
I don't know if they're gonna do a long term or if he even wants a long term deal. He's been doing these 2-year deals, unless he's gonna all of a sudden LeBron it and go like 4 years for his last ride.
Dude, knowing our luck, man, he'd be like, I want like 5-6 years. You know, when our luck, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because think about it, when we got Melo, we were all hyped, right? Melo was a good player, and we were hyped. So then, but when we got him, you know, it was Melo, but it wasn't Melo to take us to the promised land, if you know what I mean. You know, to be honest with you.
Well, I think the mistake with the Melo trade was that they didn't calculate it properly. You know what I mean? They got rid of half of their assets to bring him in, and then they try to build it after that, and you're hustling backwards from that point. So I think
he wasn't his prime. He wasn't his prime when we got him. It was like the last couple of years is when he started to fall.
Yeah, but even still, even if he's in his prime, if you don't have enough pieces, the Amari deal was the biggest disappointment in the whole situation because you got nothing from him. You had a max contract in a guy that you were getting zero from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So between two of them taking up half the cap and then Tyson on top of that, who's not he's a defensive player, but he's not gonna turn a game around on the offensive end. You stuck.
You see, and that's the main point right there, right? Let's just keep the young guys that we got and build on them, you know, rather than go out there and try to get somebody like I would have loved. Don't get me wrong, I would love to get a Kevin Durant, but like say we got burnt in the past by Stoudemire, not because Stoudemire was a bum. I like what he brought to the city, but his age. Same thing with Melo. Then you want to bring in these other older cats. It's like, yo, we got like everybody knows Porzingis is an all-star. Let's build around him. And let me tell you something. Anybody that looks at Knox play for 5 minutes, you know that dude is gonna be a beast, man.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
Knox might even surpass Porzingis if he keeps it up.
Yeah, man.
Now, I was telling somebody that today.
Trying to make sure that Knox doesn't take over the team.
Facts. Yo, Doc, appreciate the call, man. Definitely hold it down in ATL, man.
Yo, I appreciate it. Hey, one more thing, yo. You guys keep it up, man. I hear y'all all the way from the ATL, man. I love the damn show, man. Never subscribed to YouTube people. But when I heard y'all, I was like, yo, these dudes are the truth, man. They Knicks fans like me and everything, so I appreciate that, y'all. Keep it up.
Appreciate it, man. And, yo, you know what they say down in ATL, man? Always check the Adam's apple, bro. All right, man. Yo, holla at your boy.
Hey, you damn.
Damn. He gave us love. It sounds like you ended this. I apologize.
Yo. Hey, listen, man. We got to have a good time, man. This is Knicks Talk, man. 908, what's going on?
Hey, what's good, fellas? Just, this is Fred from Plainfield.
Fred, what's going on? Jersey in the building.
What up, Fred?
What's up, man? Just proud of y'all. Proud of both of y'all and shit like that. But I just want first, my man Carlito, can somebody tell him he exposes his age every time he opens his mouth, really, and try to talk about basketball? Because, this Tim Hardaway joint, the hate, bro, it really got to end because we already understand that there's nothing Timmy could do that's really going to satisfy these Knicks fans, or most of these Knicks fans. Like last year, the Knicks were winning. And it wasn't until he really got hurt that then the Knicks started losing again. So you don't appreciate what this guy actually brings to the table. And so you can say tonight's game is all about a tale of two halves. And it's preseason.
Yes,
he had a great first half, didn't really have a great second half. Y'all can cut me off whenever y'all want. But it's just it's like, damn, man, it's like I already know it's nothing Tim Hardaway Jr. going to do that's going to satisfy you Knicks fans. And he can't work out nothing. There's other things that we should be worried about. And I love the young team. I got faith in this team. I see younger versions of potential guys that we either be able to trade, package, or actually keep on the team and build. We got a nice nucleus of different talent. And I just feel like we don't need to waste it on going after Durant, going after any free agents right now. Just let these young guys grow. And then after this year, midway, when KP get back, then we just see what's going on, because we don't have to just throw, like, we never had this. It's been a long time where the Knicks actually did it right in the draft, where not only did they hit on their first two draft picks, but they got somebody undrafted that's going to be a potential star on the team. So it's just like right now we should just be sitting back, watching the games, enjoying. Like, we don't really got to get too high. We don't got, like, I know Tim Hardaway shoot some bad shots, but if Kevin Knox is shooting like he's shooting tonight, or like he's been shooting, or if we ain't got no other scorers out there, shit, who else gonna put him up? And
that's what I said. That's what I said to Carlito. I said, flaws and all, we still needed scoring out there. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, we need a score.
At the same time, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to want to see Timmy be a more consistent player. I think people are so negative on him because they see the potential in him if he could just be more consistent.
Yeah. But here's where it's dangerous. It's dangerous when you don't have nobody to replace him with. You talking about you don't like him, but who you seriously
we don't have no other options.
Like,
right.
Like, yeah, I'm just talking about across the league. Like, really, who can you really go after where you don't got to give up too much, or unless you're just going to be building through the draft? I don't see. I just think we should just enjoy what we got right now, and just take what and just go with it. Because Mitchell Robinson didn't even play tonight, and we stepped up, and that's a big piece.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, JLs.
Nah, I mean, like I'm taking the CP stance, man. Like, because I'm not as harsh on Tim Hardaway Jr. even though I do have my jokes because I just like to joke. But I do also acknowledge when he's taking a step in the right direction. He had a pretty decent all around game, but I'm still kind of with Carlito too, where I do want to see some kind of improvement here. But when he's on, he is really on.
Yeah, when he's on, he's on. There's no doubt about it. When he's on, he's on.
We still need to reel him in.
Nah, wait.
To me, in my opinion,
I feel you. He's not a finished product yet. It's just like right now, we're gonna see. We should have never got, and I'm from this perspective where we should have never got rid of him because we replaced him with Alexis Shved and Sasha Vujacic. Like when he was first here, he was a young rook, and he was sitting behind J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. Like, he got his points, like he was actually developing, so it wasn't a surprise that when he went to Atlanta and really getting opportunity, he stepped up. He got his $17 million and still improved on his numbers when he left Atlanta. So it just goes to show me that nobody's ever going to be satisfied with what he does. It's never going to be good enough. And that's dangerous because that's what Carmelo got into. It was never going to be good enough no matter what he did, even though Carmelo didn't have no help, even though Amari Stoudemire was always hurt, even though, like, the teams they really couldn't build around. Yeah. Carmelo took all the shots, man, and we can't keep going on with this cycle because who can really evolve? It trickles down to Frank Ntilikina where the pressure's building up. It's like we got to, as Knicks fans, subconsciously, we got to get out of that mentality that where we can't be satisfied unless we got this star player. This dude talk about Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell get here 2 minutes later, he shoot too many freaking shots, or he's not playing with the team. Like nobody, you gotta want this shit. We got that's why I love Enes Kanter. You gotta want this.
All right, I hear you, man. We'll definitely appreciate the call, man. We gonna move to the next call.
My fault, guys. I ain't trying to take over, but I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing it.
All right, thanks a lot, problem, bro. Thanks a lot, bro.
Thanks for the call, man.
I mean, listen, he had a fair take. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in the chat that agree with him. A lot of people in the chat that don't agree with him. Troy Flett says Timmy's an inefficient chucker. Michael Parker said the only thing that Timmy can do to satisfy Knicks fans is to volunteer to give up his starting job to Trier.
Young Simba says Timmy's middle name is Chuck.
See, I wouldn't go that far to say that Trier needs to take his spot because Trier just got here and we don't know what he can do given a full body of work. We just see it in spurts.
Even, like today Trier chucked. I'll just say it like that. Yeah. Today Trier chucked. I mean, he chucks every game, but this game was a little different because there was a play where I feel like Fizz got mad and took him out. because it was a play where he left Drew Hardaway open for three, and he kind of let it happen. And then right after that, he had the ball on the right side of the court, and he decided to go ISO. And there were two players on him. They was reading a scouting report from the last game with the Nets. There was two players on him on the right side of the court. Frank was wide open in the middle, and he decides to shoot it. Of course, misses it badly. Fizz calls timeout. He takes him out the game. So, I mean, he still needs to be coached. As good as he is, he still needs to be coached.
Yeah.
And we don't know if he can do that game to game. Whatever happened with the Nets, we don't know if that can happen every game. Now, I do want him on the team though. I still want him up here with the big boys to see if he can do it and develop him. But he's not a finished product yet.
Indeed. Listen, Caller has some good points, man. Caller definitely had some good points. Before we get to the next call, shout out to everybody in the chat. Friday night Knicks win 106-100 over the Pelicans. 3-0 in the preseason. Listen, we saw some good things. We saw some okay things. We saw some bad things. Overall, It's just the preseason. Can't get too high, too low. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If this is your first time watching, give me a hashtag new. If you're first time in the chat, give me a hashtag new so we can shout you out. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And also make sure you give us that thumbs up. If you appreciate the stream, if you appreciate our show, the best way to support us is giving us that thumbs up. It helps promote the video on YouTube, and it helps other Knicks fans to see the video. So definitely appreciate the support so far.
Word. Subscribe too. If you want to see Nate dance, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe.
All right, let's get back to Rich. Richard got cut off. Let's get back to Rich. Yo.
Yeah. Taking a call back.
Yeah, all good. What's up, Rich?
Timmy has his problems, but I think he's still stuck on when Porzingis went down and he had to carry the team. So he probably feels like KP is not here, so most of the scoring is going to I'm going to have to do it. That's why he's jacking up all them shots. Now, he was doing real good in the beginning, but Timmy's the type of person that once he gets confidence, he starts jacking up his shots from deeper and deeper and deeper. But he started the game great. He's not a bad player. He's still very, very young. I was following the kid's game since he played with Michigan. And he's not a bad player. Everybody's jumping on him like he's trash, and he's far from trash. Reason he did so good in Atlanta was because he wasn't a primary scorer. And on the Knicks, he had to be that.
That's fair.
So we can't just trade Timmy. Timmy's no good. He's not bad.
So what you're saying is, we got to take it in context that he's one of the best that we have right now. And I've always said that. I always said on a good team, he would be the ideal sixth man on a team. You know what I'm saying? When you have more talent on the team, that's a third or fourth or fifth option. I hear that.
Exactly. But he's not number one. Yeah. He's not. But Dot needs to get a little bit more playing time, in my opinion.
What'd you say? Who needs more playing time?
Dotson.
I said Dotson needs to get some more playing time, in my opinion.
Free Dot, man. Free Dot. That is my guy. I was mad excited about Dot before Timmy got here. Free Dot, man. I feel like the way he run around those screens and shoots, and he squares up perfectly every time he shoots. That's what he's like. It seems like he's been working on it this summer. I feel like he can be a real nice little 3-point threat for us, man. I want, and he plays defense, and he can hit the Free Dot, man. Free Dot. It doesn't look like he's gonna get burned, man. It just doesn't look like it's the stars. I feel like he might get traded. I'm scared to say that.
I also agree with the caller what he said before. Us as Knicks fans, sometimes we expect too much, man. This is a throwaway year. People got to just calm down and fall back. We're not expected to do much this year. We win 30 to 35 games. That's a plus for us.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
We got a bunch of rookies on the team.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
The future's looking bright. That's all we gotta focus on. That's what I wanted to tell y'all. Man. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Salute, Rich. Have a good weekend, man. Future is looking bright. Richard said, "Be patient." I hear that. Yo, listen, man. People gotta understand, man. It's been a long time since we did anything relevant in this league, man. We just want to win. And I get the people that say be patient, and I get the people that are impatient, because I'm guilty of it. We all guilty of it.
Yeah, man. I feel it too, man.
You know
but
what I'm saying?
I be getting frustrated watching Timmy jack up shots and I'm missing. I'm just like, come
Facts.
on. Man.
Facts.
I get so frustrated because it's like we see the same movie over and over again.
Facts.
We just want him to learn. We just want him to learn.
Hell
you know what, too? The moment, here's the thing, as crazy and rabid as Knicks fans are, if Tim Hardaway Jr. goes on some streak when he's killing it,
we on him. We with him. Yeah, of course. Of course. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Back to the chat. Shell Sevy said we the Golden State of the preseason. That's for damn sure. Respect us. RJ White 99. Shout out to RJ White. He's new. Above the rim 115. BK. Shout out Brooklyn. Glenn Jones in here. He's new. Kamario Jarvis. Shout out Kamario Jarvis. BK Legend said not new. But shout out BK Legend. Anyway, Glenn Jones.
Yeah. Let's go Teddy. Teddy in my chat. Joseph Quinones is in the chat. What's up? Young Simba.
Young Simba was good. Chick George is new in here. Shout out Chick George, man. Yeah, we got a free Dotson up, man. We got a free Dotson up. Let's take this call from 929. What's going on?
Hey guys, what's up? Really like the show. My name is D. I'm from Brooklyn.
Shout out D. What up,
I'm about to say something. Hey, what's up? I'm about to say something that's really unpopular, and it's just based on what I saw between the game with the Nets and today's game.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, I don't think we're getting rid of Moutier.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think that's a crazy take. You know, they gotta release somebody off a guaranteed contract to get. I mean to get rid of him. What I meant to say is that, you know, they have Trier on a two-way deal. And Fizdale said it after that Nets game. He was like, when they were asking him, you know, what they're going to do about Trier, he was like, we got him either way, whether it's on a two-way or full-time. So, you know, they may not be rushed to just get rid of Moutier. That was my point earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, like, really, like, I want some of the fans to really notice the difference between, like, the Nets game and today's game, where, like, in the beginning of the Nets game, there was a lot of isolation that we were playing, as opposed to today's game. Moutier really helped out with his assists. He was able to penetrate and kick it out. Granted, he can't finish at the rim too well, but he really helped out in that aspect. And that's why Trey Burke had to sit down. I think that's what really helped out today.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this. I feel like Trey Burke has been pretty efficient at, like, kind of moving the ball around, even though the assistant really, I don't know, I feel like he didn't really finish well and he had a bad game versus the Nets, but I feel like all last season he was averaging like 7 assists as a starter. So I'm not going to go and say after 2 games that's all that's going to go away. I want to see more of it to see if he can actually do that or not and continue that. But I will say this game, Moutier definitely helped move the ball versus the Pelicans, and you're absolutely right about that game today. So, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, man, it's just interesting because it's like each one of the guards does something better than the other, but it's not a complete, you know, package deal. You know what I'm saying? You have Moutier who's better at driving into the paint, can't finish. You got Trey who better mid-range. You know what I mean? Not as strong, not as defensively strong, but Trey was active on the defensive end. I will say that Trey was definitely active off the defensive end.
Picked it up today. He picked it up.
Right, and then you have Frank, whose offensive game is way behind his defense, but he's trying out there, and you know he's trying to do some good things.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but also like with that, like just like take it easy this year. Really, that's it. This is like all of the players have to develop. I don't think we're getting rid of anyone. I think we're just going to develop the best we can. Other than Joakim Noah, which we got to get rid of.
Gotta get him out of there
cancer.
Quickly.
Got to get rid of that. Yeah, but other than that, I think we should keep everyone and just keep growing them. Like I saw in the middle of the game, Fizdale was talking about not giving up on these kids because if they give up on them, then, you know, that's really the end of the line. They really went through their whole lives just to get to this point. So you give up on them, you crush their confidence. So I think that's really what they're really, you know, that's the whole plan for this year. Just see whose confidence grows along with their, you know, skills. And then from then on, we move on. I don't think it's this year and then playoffs, but this year, and then we try to contend. It's step by step.
I hear that. But
man. That's it, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the call, bro. Definitely thanks for the call and the support,
doing what y'all do, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Please do, man.
Really love this, guys.
All right.
Peace out.
Yeah, man. That was a good call. That was a good call. You know, patience is the key. Patience is definitely the key, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. We'll get there.
What else we got? We got a call on the line. What's going on in the chat right now? Who's saying what in the chat? Charles Reynolds in here. What up, Charles? 258 versus everybody. What's going on? He said, crazy how I actually wanted this kid back in 2015. I think a lot of us did. You know, his highlight tapes, and that's all we really went off of when we talked about Moutier as a rookie. His highlight tapes was impressive, man. He looked better than he does now. You know what I mean? Over in China.
It was Moutier over Porzingis back then.
It was Moutier over Porzingis because nobody knew who Porzingis was. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And then, you know, we glad we got KP. You know, we definitely glad we got KP. But to the caller's point, I wouldn't think it, like I said earlier, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that they definitely going to up Trier and sack Moutier because, you know, it's a developmental year anyway. So we still will have Trier here on a 45 days at least at max on the main roster. So I
would just say keep your eyes on all those guys that are coming in that fourth quarter that haven't been candidates to be kind of cut out of nowhere. Even if they're playing okay, you know what I'm saying?
Baker's untouchable, bro. That's $5 million a cap hit. You don't want that.
Yeah, I know.
Baker's untouchable.
I'm worried about my guy Dob. I'm hoping it's Luke. To me, Luke still makes the most sense.
The way that Alex had posed it to swap it and kind of get him on the two-way and move Trier up there. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but the other thing too is once he's on the two-way, I'm not sure. Once he's on the two-way, can another team scoop him up?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that's the whole point of the two-way. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the whole point of the two-way is to have control of that player. But again, they can only be there for a maximum of 45 days, and then they got to spend the rest of the time in the G League.
Yo, what's up, King Booney, who just joined the channel on Periscope? My bad, Michael.
Shout out to everybody on Periscope.
I think he might have left. I try to shout you out about the conversation. Let me. What's going on, man? KD 173. What's good?
All good. Let's get to this caller. 440. Yo.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's going on, man? Who's this?
My name is Zane. I was just talking about like the game today. We 3-0 in the postseason, so I'm real happy about that.
Preseason.
Real unpopular, right?
Preseason chip.
Preseason chip, man.
So I was about to say, so like, this is just me personally, right? But if there was an opportunity to trade Frank for Donovan Mitchell, would you do it?
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. That's not even a question.
Because that's my biggest frustration right now, personally, is I can't get with how Frank is just so passive offensively. I get he's defensively solid, but I'm just thinking about imagine Knox, KP, Trier, and Donovan Mitchell together, man. Like there's just something about that, and the reason why I say that, and I know it's kind of like stupid to think about what ifs and whatever, is because I'm looking at free agency. And I don't think we're going to get anybody. I don't think we're going to get Kyrie. I don't think we're getting Kevin Durant. I think we got to stick with what we got and develop everybody.
We stick with what we got.
Worst case scenario, right? We don't get anybody. We still have all our draft picks.
It is what it is. Yeah, we keep building.
Yeah, and then you see the way we're drafting right now. Like we got two diamonds, and then we got Trier, who wasn't even signed. Right. Like, so you imagine we keeping all our draft picks here going forward. We free agency or not, we gonna be all right, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, Zane, appreciate the call, man. I just want to move to the next call before we wrap up.
All right. Peace, guys.
Yo, thanks for calling, man.
I mean, that's a no-brainer move right there, man. That's a no-brainer move, Frank for Mitchell. But if we would have had Mitchell, is no telling that we would have had the same record and the same opportunity to get Knox. So you know, I can't worry about that one, man. Can't worry about that too tough.
Shout out to Dan and Alson on my chat too.
Shout out to Dan. Reese McKean in here. Babyface Lacosta, what's good? Charles Reynolds, Shells Heavy, Nick Dreezy, Andre Brown, Grown Simba. What's going on, man? Happy Friday to everybody.
Jerry Cruz. Wait, there's a grown Simba and a young Simba?
Yeah, yo, there's family in here. We got the Lion King families in here, man.
All right, your cousin's on CP's chat. That's what's up.
Let's go. Area code 443, man. Yo, where's 443 area code, man?
It's Marlon. What's up? This is Zay.
Oh, what up, man?
What's going on? I called the other day.
Yeah, I remember.
Calling back in again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing, man. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm loving what I'm seeing. What I can say about Timmy again, I think I butchered him last time, but you seen today, you know, he was real aggressive going to the basket as well. You know, if he keeps that up, it'll look a lot better. I think what makes his averages better is when he's getting the foul calls, because then he's getting just free shots to get his average up.
Yes.
But yeah, all the 3 points and all that stuff, that's what's killing him.
Yes.
But you know, I still definitely like what I see with Frank did great, man. I think Frank did great, and then also in regards to who we're gonna drop, I think Cornette's gone.
Think Cornette?
He's been trashed all 3 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. He's been trashed all 3 games. No blocks, no rebounds. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, if he's not shooting threes, I'm not sure if he's really useful to us.
That's my ideal role for Cornette, is to be the stretch 4. You know, to be the stretch 4, knock down, you know, a couple threes off the bench and kind of
Vonleh's doing that.
These. Yo, and yeah, your boy Vonleh's taking one and he's catching them. He's catching those threes.
Yeah, so. Vonleh, he's definitely putting some energy into his. He's dunking on people. Yeah. He looks real strong to make the team as well.
Yeah, Vonleh has to be.
I like him. I think. Yeah, it's good. We got a lot going on. Also, I just want to let y'all know, man. I just realized I wasn't subscribed to the channel, so I went ahead and subscribed. Y'all are like one of the most logical Knicks fans.
Appreciate you.
I got a lot of Knicks pages and stuff like I follow, but y'all like the most logical. That's why I like watching and paying attention.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You know, we definitely work hard at this.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? My man Jay Ellis got the podcast cracking. You know, I'm primarily on YouTube. You know, we do the live streams, we do recorded content. We're gonna be capturing post game, after the game, outside of MSG. We're gonna be capturing fan reactions as well. So that's another element to the channel that I'm trying to bring to it. I also started doing the round table debates. I had Jay Ellis as one of my first panelists on the round table. So trying to just mix up the content a little bit and just bring in, you know, in our opinion, the most respected content creators on this Knicks stuff, man.
I'm working on a new show as well, and also trying to get some more guests on my podcast as well. So check. Yo, I just dropped one on a few days ago. It's getting a good reception. I see all the likes. I'm like, all right. I think people's liking up my last podcast I dropped. So check that out on my YouTube.
Cool, man. Yo, Zay.
What's up, guys? It's Yaron.
Yo, what's up, bro? What you think of the game?
I'm impressed. I really am. I mean, you know, if we continue like this, we're gonna have a bright future. But overall, it was a good game. I mean, my top 3 players who I think is gonna have a bright future in this season is Vonleh Noah Vonleh.
Yep.
I think, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who else? What?
So I take your time.
Take your time, man. You good, bro?
So it's all family,
and we all family, man. It's just a conversation, man. We just having a conversation.
I'm like thinking about number 1. I'm like, who's number 1 on the team? Come on.
What you think about Kevin Knox tonight? What you think about Kevin Knox tonight?
That's what you meant.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I mean, Knox, of course. Yeah. Yeah, but not, number 1. Who's number 1 on the team right now? Oh my! How could I even forget that?
KP. Trey.
Oh yeah, Embiid. I think. Yeah. Oh,
okay. All right. Well, yo, man, we gonna roll to the next call, man. But definitely appreciate the call, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's go to 520. Yo, where's 520, man? Where's that at?
Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson. Hold on. Let me guess your name. Is your name
here we go.
George?
No, Jay from Tucson. I was
Jay
calling in
from
from the Summer
Tucson.
League telling y'all about Treya.
Yeah,
That's what he meant to
exactly.
say.
Exactly.
That's what he meant to say.
Yeah. I remember this guy, man. I remember this guy. What's going on, Jay?
Same old. If we could just keep developing Treya, hopefully Frank could get a jump shot going. With the logjam won't be a big problem in the backcourt.
I feel you. I'm with that.
Now I hear that, man. I hear that. How you? What's your take on Alonzo's play so far? I'm sure you're probably not surprised.
Yeah, he's looking good. I mean, him and Trey is the only real guys who could really drive and kick out. So they got a trait that we definitely need. I ain't too hard on Hardaway because we need scoring. Yeah. And the roster, we don't have a 4, and that's going to be the biggest problem is the 4 because we're just going to be heaving up jumpers.
Yeah.
And then when Cantor's off the court,
it's trouble.
We're getting blown out.
Yeah, we're going to get mauled. We're going to get mauled, man. We're going to get mauled out there, man.
You got Von Lay. What you talking about, man?
Hey, you better hope he holds it down.
You got to have more than just big hands.
Facts. What you think about Lance starting at the 4? What you think?
Yeah,
I think Lance has been
man.
excellent. I think Lance has been excellent this preseason.
I mean, Lance, he got the good corner 3 going, but he's not a true 4.
He's not a true 4. But I think the way things are going, the way things are trending, I think he'll be more than adequate in a lot of games. He might not be able to man up against Joel Embiid, but. I think he'll hold it down for a good amount of games based on how teams are matching up these days.
Facts. Get that Von Lay in there.
I don't want anybody to hinder their potential by playing off their natural position because they're going to do that with Knox. They'll do that with the guy we picked up from Orlando, and they're already doing that with Timmy.
Yeah. Problem with Mario, man. Mario doesn't really have a real position defensively.
Yeah, Mario. No one's
he
really
doesn't.
About Mario. But
spot up wing.
Yeah, go ahead, JL, on Mario.
No one's really talked about Mario recently, man. I mean, he hasn't really been.
He hasn't really been doing nothing to talk about.
Yeah, today was his best game.
His best game was the open practice.
Yeah, his open practice, he was a killer.
Open practice, he's looking like Steve Nash out there.
Him and Moody was a killers in open practice. I came on a podcast like, these guys are all right. But then today, I don't know. I mean, he had, let me see. 5 points, 4 rebounds. That was his best game. 2 for 7. Yeah, 5 points, 4 rebounds.
Do you guys think there's still any potential for Robinson to play the 4?
I mean, I actually was thinking about having him at the 4, but to kind of like be like that, kind of be like what KP kind of is to Cantor, kind of like cover up his deficiency. I was kind of toying with that idea in my mind. I would like him to be a little bit less tentative. He looks real nervous when he's away from the basket.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. Mitchell Robinson has no professional experience. He took a year off. Very, very raw out there. But what you see with him, what they're doing is they're gonna let him play through his flaws because he could still impact the game on the defensive end. He could still block shots. He could still alter shots. He can still fill the lanes, fill the passing lanes, get those alley-oops. So I think they're gonna take the good with the bad with Mitch, and he's gonna learn under fire.
Yeah, man. I would like to see him at the 4 for a few minutes just to see what he does. I mean, he already kind of you can see he can block some 3-pointers, and you don't have to worry about getting posted by big men at the 4. So I can as much. So I would like to see that in a stretch to see how that goes.
True indeed. Yo, Jay, glad to hear from you, man. I thought you forgot about us, man. Definitely call back throughout the season.
No, I've been definitely checking out. But last thing, CP, I'm sorry to say, Trey is taking your boy Dotson's spot.
I don't know, man. Listen, I want Alonzo Trier up here, whether it's this year or next. I think he could be that. He's that instant offense that we're looking for right now off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we need. We got too many defenders in the backcourt. We need some points.
We need some scoring, man. So we'll see. We'll see how the chips fall, man. But thanks again for the call, bro.
Peace out, CP.
All right, let's go to it's a lot of random area codes, man. Let's go to 864. Where's 864, man?
I am not the area code guy, man. I'm not ludicrous, bro. I don't know. You expect me to know all this?
Yo.
Say word. Yo.
What up?
Yo.
What's good? You hear him, CP?
Yo, what up?
Yeah,
864. That's yeah, man. What's good, man?
What's good? Who this?
Yo, this is Saul.
Saul.
I'm in South Carolina.
South Cac. What's going on?
Lacky.
Not much, man. Yo, I started watching y'all in the off season. I've been like spreading the word with some of my peoples. You know what I'm saying? They checked out the little joint when y'all got the camera through the gate and everything. That shit was crazy, man. Big up,
for the
man.
open practice,
y'all got
man.
much love, man.
Yeah, that was
that
crazy
was the best
day,
shit.
man.
That was the best shit. I watched that shit like 3 times, son. When y'all going through, yo, that was the best. Hold up.
Yeah, that was cool.
Man.
That was a cool little behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best shit ever, son. But I was just hitting you up, man. Today's game was different. You know what I'm saying? Like the first 2 games, we had an impact dude. You know, Tim had 21, but it really didn't feel like 21. You know what I'm saying? Can't went off, but really didn't feel he was just balling. But somehow we still won. I mean,
I was impressed. Yeah.
You know, man, that's good. I mean, just like manufactured W, like baseball or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like feeling that. But I really called in to say, so who do y'all think was the impact player? So when I talk to my man tomorrow, I can throw some of y'all's ideas out. Because I really didn't see nothing. I mean, yeah, we had some points. Kid got locked up. Knox scored, but not really. But who do y'all think the impact player for the game was?
Go ahead, JLs. Crack that off. I know mine already.
This one was like a team effort. But if you're going to go straight by numbers, it was Cantor. Because Cantor had the most impressive numbers. And you don't even realize it until you look at the box score, how beastly this guy was. It's 20 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal, and a block.
+8 on the night.
Yeah. A steal and a block and 5
Damn,
assists.
+8?
Yeah. A steal and a block with 15. Yo, bro.
Cannon's a dog, man. Cannon's a dog. He's a dog.
He's balling.
Man. Yeah. So when you go to the barbershop tomorrow, tell him, yo, Cannon was balling, man. Double machine. That's all you gotta say. If they try to clap back at anything else, just be like, yo, just look at the stats. Numbers don't lie. That's all you gotta say, man.
Exactly. Then you quote Fizz. He's a better.
So y'all bringing Cantor back then?
No.
I am.
Cantor's been balling. Y'all bring him.
We've been split on this for like a year and 2 years. Since
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
I'm bringing Cantor back, man. He's like a top. I want to bring him back, man. Hopefully, like somebody was saying this before, like the market for big men isn't as big as it was before. Hopefully, he'll be able to take a little pay cut, get him for a little, not 17 million, but something less. I would love that, man. I would love Cantor here, back to the basket player, gobbling up the rebounds. He erases so many mistakes. That Nets game, we was bricking so much, we would not be down 15 without we would have been down 30. And then Trier had to do something even crazier.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, well,
South
I know y'all got a lot going on, man.
Yeah, we're going to take the next
y'all have
call.
a good one, man. Good shout.
All right, you too, man. You too.
I won.
Yo, I also want to say to the defense today,
Team defense was good. They were scrappy out there.
Surprised me, man. It surprised me how good they are.
Yeah, I like that. They were scrappy out there. Rim protection is gonna hurt, but around the perimeter they were getting after it. Trey was trying out there. Timmy was trying. Lance was doing Lance. They were scrappy out there for sure. Pedicance, what's going on? Pedicance in here. Jaime Juarez says, get my girl Keisha to be a Knicks fan. Yo, Keisha, support the Knicks. What more can I say?
If you love him, are you writing? You be a Knicks fan.
That's it, man. Simple played. Who else? New Hip Hop. What up, New Hip Hop? Fred Wong, always in here. What up, Fred? Ace, what's going on, Ace? Ace, call up, man. We haven't heard from Ace in a while, man. Definitely call up. Lando McGee, what's going on? Yeah, JL. So a lot of people talked about that stream, man. That stream was a good day, man. It was
that
a
was
good day.
that stream was unbelievable.
It was listen, man.
We need to get into more Knicks events, man. That's what we really
yeah. I mean, it's not something that we can really do at games. It's not something that I really want to do at games.
We don't have that control like that, but
yeah. But listen, for the open practice, it was fun. It was fun to show people, kind of behind the scenes. Fun to show people the Garden. We got the play-by-play going. I got my Gus Johnson on. That was fun.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word. I was happy he was able to do it on Saturday too, because usually on Sundays I'm kind of tied up.
Facts.
So for it to be on a Saturday, I was like, yes.
Facts. Yeah, my Gus Johnson was real good, man. It was real.
Rise and fire. Count it.
Word. Shout out to my chat to Lando McGee. I think he's a new guy. But,
yeah, I think Lando's new, man.
Yeah, shout out to Lando McGee. Any new people, subscribe to the channel. Trust me, you will not regret it in your life.
Grown Simba says, do you think Cannon could be an all-star? Remember, we talked about this during the open practice live stream.
Yeah,
who had the best chance at being an all-star this year? Not a realistic chance, but if they did, if there was a reserve of a reserve spot open, could it go to a Knick? And who was your take, JLs?
Mine was Cantor and Burke.
I think mine was Cantor and Timmy. Mine was Cantor and Timmy. I definitely, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick to my story with that, Timmy. I think Timmy could still be an all-star. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna stick with mine too. See what happens.
Factuals. All right, let's go back to the phones before we wrap up. Oh, we got a couple in here. All right, 787. Where you from, man?
Yeah, what's up, man? From Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Let's go, man. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out Puerto Rico, man.
Yeah,
that's dope, man. That's dope.
Well, leave Puerto Rico, man.
Alright,
boy. Knicks fans, man. But we got a lot of Lakers fans over here, man. I need something good, you guys.
Yo, hold it down for us, man. Yo, what's your name, man? What's your name?
Oh, my name's Joseph, man.
Joseph. Were you impacted by the hurricane at any point?
Yeah, I'm a Knicks fan. I just want to have a few questions for you guys. I listened to your show. I subscribed like a couple months ago.
Okay.
I've been follow you. I like the show so far.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And the question is, I know they're talking about Tim Hardaway. I know he's okay playing, but we should give it a chance this season. He looked good so far, man. I know.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, what happened to Yoki Noah, man? Actually, I hear a lot of different news. It will be the Carter, and he gonna be trade or what?
Right now, they just waiting to buy out his contract. Right now, they're playing a game right now to see whether he's gonna give money back or they're gonna have to give him the full remainder of his deal. That's the thing with Noah. He won't be playing for the Knicks ever again. That is for sure.
They're playing chess right now. They're trying to see how much they can build.
And what happened if they cut Noah or whatever they do? Is it going to be increased the salary cap, or are we going to stay on the same $30 million?
It's going to get split over, and I have the graphic up. I'm going to show the graphic. Give me 1 second.
Years? 4 or 5 years?
It's going to get split over time. Let me just pull it up. Give me a second. Wish I had Knicks Film School on to break that down. That's my capologist.
Yeah, capologist. We need to speed it out.
Yeah.
Explain
but basically,
explain the shit again.
I got the image up here. Basically, when they stretch Noah's contract, okay, there's going to be a cap hit over the remaining years of the contract. So they will get that cap back, but like over the course of like the next 3 years, is gonna be about $6 million on the cap each year. So basically you'll have $6 million less to spend because you have to buy out and stretch that contract. What the stretch means is that they stretch out the remainder of the contract over the remaining years of the contract.
Right. I think we save money that first year, right?
We will save money that first year. But over the next 3 years, you're going to have to take that cap hit. So there is a penalty involved with doing such a thing, man. But, yo, appreciate the call, man, all the way from Puerto Rico, man. We appreciate that love, man. A lot of people from Puerto Rico's subscribe to the channel, so we like that, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks, bro.
All right, God bless, man. All right, let's go to we got 3 more calls in the docket. Let's go to 503. Where all these numbers coming from? 503. Where are you from, man? Hello?
And we went to the bathroom.
We got to give him the buzzer. 503. He fell asleep on us, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, let's go to 484. 484. Where are you from, man?
What's good? It's Ace, man.
Ace, what up, Ace?
Bez.
What's good, man? Yo, Jay Ellis, man, I gotta come for you, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm listening to the podcast, man. Your starting lineup is crazy, man.
Oh, when I had that. Oh, this is. Listen, this was based off of the open practice. That was my disclaimer on the podcast. I said this is based off the open practice.
Nah,
right?
I know. I'm just messing with you. I'm just
messing
with you, bro.
It's all good. For those who don't know, I'm gonna tell you what I said. After the open practice, right? We saw Hardaway. He was shooting. What was he shooting for? Open practice, CP, like 1 for 75 or something like that.
Probably something like that. Yeah, he wasn't looking too sharp.
He was looking too sharp. Hardaway. I mean, Dotson didn't miss. I think he legit shot 100% in the open practice. Put up threes and all. and Mario Hezonja was looking like Croatian Kobe out there.
Hell yeah.
Hitting people in stride, hitting knocks on stride with the pass. Watch the live stream, you see what I'm talking about. So I had my starting 5 was Trey, Dotson. Who am I supposed to have? Hezonja. I mean, Knox, Hezonja, Cantor. Based off that open practice.
Ace, who's your 5?
Well, my 5 is, I don't know, it's kind of funny. Like, I want Trey to start, but it's like, I see what Fizdale kind of see. Like, he might be bad on defense. So it's like, but I don't think Frank is ready. And Moody is a bum. He got to go. So.
Yeah, I don't think.
So it's like I don't know, but I don't know, man. I just know Timmy got to start. In my eyes, Timmy got to start. Knox, Cantor, of course, and Lance. Lance got to get the job. Lance been bowling.
Yo, Lance is turning people into believers,
Lance
man.
been bowling, man. We gotta respect him. We gotta respect him.
Lance that little
spin
move, I was like, yo, where you get that?
Yo,
he learned that from Melo. He learned that from Melo. Black
He
Ops.
was not doing that all.
Man, they was in Brickby Gym, man.
Lance been taking Melo moves, man.
Again, this guy in his little spin bag.
Facts. Yo, Ace, I'm gonna run through the rest.
Carlito too, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Carlito wasn't on his game tonight, man. He wasn't on his game tonight, man.
What's my guy, bro? How the hell are we gonna get Donovan Mitchell?
I don't know, man. I can't worry about that, man. I can barely worry about the Kyrie, KD stuff. I can't even worry about 2019, much less 2022 or whatever.
I think. Matter of fact, I forgot which caller it was, but he was pretty much right. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to feel like we ain't gonna get nobody, son.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. I don't think so either, but you know, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, if you do bad, we get Zion or somebody. I'm all right with that. Really
facts. Yo, Ace, I'm gonna run through the rest of the calls, man.
But yo, the way. Let me just say one thing.
Yeah,
the way we play in defense, though, I don't know, man. The way we play in defense, it's kind of convincing. I think we're going to surprise people. I'm not going to say we're going all the way or nothing like that, but I think we're going to win more than 30 games.
I was thinking that too, but I didn't want to let my fandom excitement of preseason games take over. But I was thinking, yo, this defense is looking way better early than I thought it was going to be. And we actually might.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm afraid of that too. I don't want it to be just some preseason shit either. So, but if they continue to play defense like this, we can steal some games.
Yeah, because the offense is like shaky sometimes, but we still punch people in the mouth with the defense.
Definitely, and I think that's gonna be the Fizdale effect. That's
what I
said.
There was a couple points tonight where I thought we was about to lose, like they was gonna blow the lead and all of that, but they came down, got stops. And went back down and just started scoring. I'm like, oh shit,
that would have never happened to on a sec. And the pace too, man. Like we cracking 100. Like what are we averaging right now? Because the way we running is crazy. Are we gonna average? I feel like are we gonna end up averaging more points this season? I don't even know. It slowed down towards the end of the game because we had a third stringers. Yeah.
And Kids is actually playing D. Like, he's not blocking shots, but he's guarding his
Yeah, he
man.
did his best. He did his best. He did his best against AD tonight. He definitely did his best against AD tonight.
And I'll say this, like last season, beginning the first half of the season with Kanter, I felt like he played pretty good defense the first half of the season. His pick and roll defense wasn't all the way good all the time, but I felt like he did well. And even the numbers showed that in the first time in his career, he wasn't a negative on defense for that first half. Then after that, stuff went down the toilet. So I kind of, if Fizdale can unlock that next step in Kanter and he can be just a 0 on defense and get his 2025, man, Kanter's a keeper, man. I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping to prove the doubters wrong, man.
Yo, and one more thing, and I'll let y'all go.
Okay.
But you could definitely see that Fizdale got these guys in shape.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the difference between our players and the Pelican players today.
Definitely.
Like, we was able to still play tough deep in the third quarter, and I think that's the secret.
Yeah. The conditioning is good. From Lance to Frank to Ennis, Trey. You saw Trey doing this thing this offseason. Even Moutier, may not have translated all the way, but everybody's in shape. That you could say is a positive. Everybody is at top level conditioning for sure.
Facts. They ran out of gas and they couldn't keep up with us. They ran out of gas for sure. And we were still going. I was like, wait, that's another fast break? No one's taking a breather? That would have never happened last year.
Facts.
Ever. We'd have been like looking down the court, like, okay.
And the way we playing defense the whole game, it's just funny. Like, I'm not used to seeing the Knicks do this. They really play defense every possession.
They playing hard, man. I think that's a Fizdale effect.
For real? Whose team is this? This is my team?
That's
mine?
That's the Fizdale effect. Facts, man. All right, Ace, man. Yo, appreciate the call, man. Enjoy the weekend, bro. Be safe.
Yo,
man.
Thanks, man.
All right.
My starting five was lit on my podcast.
Yeah, Ace came and checked you on your starting five, man.
Yo, Ace always coming for me. So what's up?
Ace came and checked you, man. Ace is everywhere.
Yeah, he remembers everything I say.
Yeah,
so
Ace does not skip a beat with this Knicks content. I tell you that. Nah, shout out to Ace, man. He's a good dude.
He came at me for not believing in Knox too.
Yeah. Facts, man. All right, we got two more callers, and then we could wrap up, man. It was definitely a good show. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, called in. We're gonna take some more calls and then wrap up. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If this is your first time, once again, hit that subscribe button below. This is the home of the diehard Knicks fan. Trust and believe me. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And yeah, man, definitely appreciate everybody's support. Los Knicks is in here. Charles, Vance, what up, Vance? Vance Billow, Rich Jim, salute to Rich Jim. Efren Lopez, shout out Efren. Dale Dudley, what up? Who else in here that I saw? Yeah, Chad is lit on a Friday night, man.
Young Simba had me dying. He said, old Simba? Father? Question mark?
Yeah, we had two Simbas in here. Salvador Irizarry, what's going on, Salvador? Matt Vasquez, we had a caller from the PR in here, man.
Casanova on the Periscope.
Salute, Casanova. Yo, 908 area code, what's going on?
Hey, what's good, fellas?
What up?
What up?
This the Nick Tater calling in, first time.
Nick Tater, yo, Nick Tater, man. Me and you were supposed to have been catching up a long time ago, man. We definitely gonna catch up, man. What's going on?
I know, man. That's my fault, man. You guys, I've been listening to you guys all the time. You guys do a hell of a job.
Appreciate it.
I want to make sure I give you guys a shout out. I always try to hit you up on Twitter and stuff, retweet all your stuff. But yeah, I was at the game tonight. I sat probably 8-10 rows behind the Knicks bench, man. The energy in the place is awesome. I mean, even for a preseason game, watching those guys not just play defense like you guys talked about, but just the energy around the bench and just the all-around vibe. Like, it's different. It's just different this year, and I'm excited.
No doubt, man. Yeah, yo, definitely. We're definitely gonna work on getting you on the show. I know you would want to jump on the show with us, man. So we'll definitely work on that. And we'll connect offline for sure, man.
Yeah. Now the only thing I'm pressing on a little bit is Hardaway. I just don't really see where his game fits with what we're trying to do moving forward. I mean, his contract, obviously we know he's a little overpaid, and we know he's, obviously we drafted him and then, overpaid to get past the restricted deal from Atlanta, but he's still so one-dimensional where he scores, he scored 21 points tonight and he probably gave up 32 defensively. He was just, I don't know. I don't know if he's Preston. I don't know what it is, but I mean, what do you guys think?
I mean, that's another little thing about the game today was like when I saw him scoring, I was like, all right, I see he's scoring. And then the defense was still a little bit down, even though he was scoring. And I looked at the box score, and his plus minus was lower than everybody else's, even though he was scoring. So it was like, what's happening here? And I think like you're right, it is the defense. But I don't know, man. Hopefully Fizz can kind of tighten some things up with Hardaway. I do like that he got 5 rebounds and 5 assists. I do hope that he takes the ball to the hole a lot more because it seems like he's drawing fouls and I feel like he can be an elite finisher if he goes to the hole a lot more and not more of an elite shooter. So hopefully we just coach him up and we get the best Hardaway we can, man. That's all I can hope for right now.
I mean, I just looked through, like he takes a lot. I call them mellow twos, like those long distance, low percentage 2-pointers where, like you said, he's effective going to the basket and he's effective knocking down threes, but sometimes he like forces those longer 2-point shots, man. That just frustrates the hell out of me and kills all offense, and it's just tough to watch sometimes.
Yeah, we had a I don't know how long you've been tuning in, but we had an interesting dialogue with a couple of fans on the Timmy dynamic, and I think a lot of people brought some good points. People are frustrated with Timmy, and like I said earlier, I think people believe in the potential of Timmy if he could just become a more consistent player. And then at the same time, you had other people call in and say, well, because Timmy's in a position where he has to be relied on to score, his flaws are more evident. Whereas when he was on an Atlanta team, when he wasn't the first option, where he was coming off the bench, he was way more effective, and his flaws were, he was kind of able to hide his flaws. You know what I mean? On this team, where we're so devoid of talent, his flaws become more exposed, and you're expecting more of him, especially with the contract that you gave him.
Yeah, it is a contract. As my homegirl KC would say, Timmy owes us money. That's what she always says.
Right.
Yeah.
Facts, man. Yo, Nick Tater, man, definitely glad to hear from you, bro. And let's connect offline and talk about future collaborations.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for taking my call, guys. Have a good rest of your night, all right?
Of course, man.
All right,
Be safe. Enjoy the weekend.
Love.
All right.
We gonna go one more. 503.
Where Kathy is heartless.
What happened?
No, man, he's about to say how heartless my homegirl Kathy is.
Yeah, man. All right, 503, man. You're the last caller of the night, man. What's going on? You got cut off earlier.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yep.
You hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, bro. Yeah. I just subscribed to you guys' show, man. I like it. I'm gonna stay up and try to be on it as much as possible.
Thank you, man. Appreciate the support.
So what I want to start with is, no problem, Tim Hardaway. Yeah, the guy can score, but his defense is atrocious. He doesn't care. It's like he learned from Melo not to play defense. And then secondly, Moutier, we got to get rid of him.
Oh yeah, a lot of people calling for Moutier.
Defense is horrible. Offense is horrible.
A lot of people calling for Moutier, man. I can't blame him. I can't blame him either.
I can't blame him either. I mean, today, like I said in the beginning of the show, he took a step today. Like this today, he had lapses on defense, but he also played some good defense. His shooting wasn't that good, turnovers, but he set some people up.
Just think about this for a second. If we played Baker his same minutes, how productive would Baker be? You would want to start Baker. I don't know why people are so low on Baker. He's good, and he tries. Same thing with Cantor. He's not a good defensive player, but he tries. You got to applaud his effort.
Yeah, I have no rebuttal for that.
You can't. Yeah. I don't have nothing to say on that, man. What's your takes on Alonzo Trier? Call it.
Man, on the rails, he should play over Tim Hardaway. If he continues to play like this, you have to play him. That's why I say trade Tim. Trade Timmy for a bag of wet Nike socks for $1 Ryan.
Why it gotta be wet though?
Yeah, word. He threw the extra sauce on there. He threw the extra sauce on there. Not dry socks, wet socks.
Hey, I'm from the Bronx, man. I grew up in the Bronx, diehard Knicks fan. I went to college in Oregon, so I stayed out here. But I love my Knicks, man, and I hate to see him suffer.
Oh man, we waiting on it, man. But yo, definitely thanks for the call. Stay up with us, and thanks for the support.
No doubt, man. I'm gonna stay in the chat, man, and I'm gonna hit y'all up, man. You guys doing a good job, man. Keep it up.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
All right, later, fellas.
My man said wet socks, Jay Ellis.
Socks.
He threw the extra sauce on it with the wet socks, boy.
Can't get the hair dryer and
Nah.
give him the dry. No.
Nah, man. He said he got to get out of there with some wet socks, bro.
Much respect on that name. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
my
Wet socks
God.
it is. We'll dry off later, I guess.
Yeah, man. But yo, once again, shout out to the chat. We gonna get ready to get up out of here, but let's shout out to everybody in the chat one more time. Pelicans, Los Knicks, Neutron, I think just got up in here. Charles Reynolds, appreciate you. Somebody said you got fire merch, man. You got some merch on you? You got some merch on you?
Yo, I need to get some more. I keep showing my
Yeah,
same
go ahead, man. Go ahead. Let me play the outro, man. Let me play the outro.
Yo, my merch is starting to move, man. It's starting to move.
Okay.
It's like people starting to get wind, but yeah. Got my Knox
shirt
on deck.
Show on the back side.
Oh, my bad. It says Hard Knocks on the back, on the letters too.
There we go.
I got Frank. I got your man Ron Baker.
Super Mario.
Yeah, I got Super Mario for you Timmy fans out there who defending Timmy.
Facts.
I got the Timmy joint with the eye.
Yep.
Also got my Fizz. Hold on.
Yeah, show them the Fizdale joint.
The Fizz bag right there. Bang! We got all types of bags, and we got phone cases too.
Bang! There you go, man. Go ahead and plug the channels, bro. We on you now.
All right. So cool. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know what I mean? The NickOfTimeShow.com. YouTube.com/NickOfTimeShow. Subscribe to that, please. Also, I got, I'm doing posting line on CP, but I also have my own podcast to do with my friends that we upload every week, and it seems like that's gaining traction too. So, and also I'm trying to work on another show to bring to the channel too, to give some diversity. So I'll be like my guy over here, CP. You know what I mean?
That's what we try to do, man. That's what we try to do. Just try to diversify the content, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know where I'm at. Knicks Fan TV, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Always talking Knicks, man. Shout out to everybody that called in. We had people calling from Puerto Rico, from Brooklyn, from Maryland. I think we had some Florida, South Carolina. So we global, man. That's the beauty about being Knicks fans. We global, and the support for the channel has definitely been great. Jay Ellis, let's shout out some people in the chat real quick before we get up out of here.
Word. Young Simba, my guy, Ace Bezel. What is
Ace Bez, appreciate you, Ace Bez, for calling in.
Yeah,
Muhammad
man.
Ali.
Joseph Quinnis.
Yep, Vance Billow, SB Gorilla.
Word. Oh, man. Where's my Periscope at?
Rich Jim, shout out Rich Jim. Kevin, Charles Reynolds, Above the Rim, appreciate you.
Yo, Casanova.
Shells, peace, Shells.
Word. Yo, links in my description too, like for my catalog, for my podcast. All the links in my description too.
Yeah, man. Be on the lookout next week. We're gonna have a live stream next week for statement games. We're gonna tell you how you could win some exclusive Knicks gear that we're gonna be giving away. Yeah. We got jerseys.
Y'all wanna catch that?
Tickets.
Y'all wanna catch that?
Hats. We got a boatload of merchandise. And that's going to be courtesy of your man, Shells Heavy, and courtesy of Post Game Live. So stay tuned next week. I'm going to let y'all know I'm going to schedule the live stream next week. And, yeah, man. Yo, it was a great show. You guys have a good weekend. And we'll catch up with y'all for the next game, man. Peace.
Peace. Joseph Quinones. Got your name right that time.